Hello, we're going to go over how to submit a reimbursement request in the Heritage portal. We've already gathered all of our supporting documentation, including invoices, receipts, and proofs of payment. And we've already requested a reimbursement report be opened because we don't automatically open them for every project. So just send us an email and request that we open a report for you each time, a couple days before you're ready to submit. On your first report, you're going to want to come in here, and without going into edit, you can download all the templates. The supporting documents list is here. We'll go over that and how to fill it out. The volunteer timesheet, if you need one, is here, and the volunteer report worksheet is here. You'll need that if you're going to record and claim any volunteer time. And then the final piece, the A19 invoice voucher, the state invoice voucher, is available here. And you can click any of these and download. And what I would suggest is download the template and then update that with each reimbursement request. All right, so let's go look at our documentation. All of the documentation for this reimbursement report has been assembled and organized chronologically with the oldest first. It has then been combined into a single PDF document. What we have at the top here is the line item number from the supporting documents list, and then the page of however many there are in this batch for that particular line item, not the entire document. So for line item 1, we have the first invoice from 3/30, the second invoice from 5/29, and the proof of payment. We're going to start entering this in the supporting documents list in a second. When you first get your template downloaded, save a copy and then put in the contract execution date, because that's the date that you can start to incur reimbursable expenses, contract number, and then the reimbursement request number. Now this is the chronological number, not the number associated with the database or the portal. So you're going to start entering information in these items here. So the first invoice, of course, was 1/30/2019. It was firm architecture. Check number was 5087. We're not going to fill in the amount here because this is going to total for us. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to the correct cost category, whether it was construction, rehabilitation, design and pre-con, or property acquisition. Knowing that this was an architecture firm, it's probably design and pre-construction, but you're going to know your project better than we will. So we're going to put this in design and pre-construction, and remember that they were donating some labor. So the overall fee was $7,700, but it looks like they donated $1,700, leaving $6,000 plus tax is $6,612. So that was paid with check 5087. So we'll indicate that here on the doc list. It was $6,612 was the cash that was paid, and then the $1,700 that the architecture firm donated for us goes in the in-kind column under design and pre-construction. We're going to continue doing this all the way through the end, all through all these invoices until we get to the final one. And I've done that here, and we can see what we have. So this is going to be probably pretty common to have design and pre-construction loaded at the beginning, and then the construction and rehabilitation here. So then we have the totals down here at the bottom, and we're going to use those for entering this information into the Heritage portal for our reimbursement report. Now that the forms have been filled out and the documentation has been combined into a single PDF, we're ready to fill out the report in the portal. Click on the reimbursement report and then click edit in the top right. We know from filling out the doc list that this started on 3/30/2019 and the last invoice was dated 11/28/2021. So we'll fill that in here. All right, and then we're able to upload documents, but let's hit save and continue to make sure that that stays in there. To add documents, click on the plus sign on the right side and then add files. We're going to go with the doc list first and then add files again. You add them individually. This is the expense documentation, so we're going to select that type. We didn't have to on the first one because that was the default. Add files again. We're going to add the invoice voucher and select that document type. And we have one more file. We're going to upload the architect's contract as a other expense documentation. The reason we're doing that is because their invoices are not very detailed. So this is going to give whoever's reviewing this report the scope of work for the architects so they understand what they were doing a little bit better. Okay, those are all uploaded. We can see that it was completed there, and we'll close this out. They'll show up in this section here in just a second. There we go. And then these are where we downloaded the templates, so we can go ahead and minimize those and get down here to the expense totals. And we'll add the totals from the doc list, the bottom of the doc list here. And we add new ones here just the same way we did with the documents. Hit the plus sign. Let's start on the left. We'll just work left to right. So that's construction rehabilitation. We had some cash match available there. That was 612,000, 138.30. Go ahead and save. There's an area for comments down here if there's something you need to put in there. And then we'll do the same thing again. And this one is reimbursable under construction rehabilitation, and that's 97,000. Go ahead and save. And then the other cost category we used was design, and we had cash match on that and in-kind match on that. So we'll enter those here. And the in-kind match here of 2,500. I'm going to go ahead and put a note in here that the architect's contract is uploaded as a other document. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and double check these, that they're in the right categories and the right type. They look good against my doc list. So I'll hit save and close. And that made the submit button available for me. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit because I know I've already double checked everything else. I'll do that. And we're going to say 23-42 reimbursement 1. And it was successfully updated.